to my team who was with me, to my promoter, to Eddie Hearn, to Andrei Rybinski.
Dmitry Bivol's upcoming rematch with Artur Beterbiev is one of the most highly anticipated bouts in boxing, with the undisputed light heavyweight championship on the line. The first encounter between these two elite champions was a close, thrilling battle, but it was Beterbiev who ultimately walked away with the victory, continuing his undefeated streak. For Bivol, this rematch is personal. His desire for redemption is palpable, and he is determined to prove to the world that he is the true champion at 175 pounds. From the moment the first fight ended, Bivol felt the sting of defeat. He knew he had let the fight slip away in the later rounds, and that realization has haunted him ever since. In the build-up to their rematch, Bivol has made it clear that he is not just looking for revenge, he's coming to win, and this time he's bringing everything he has to the table. "I wasn't the winner last time, now I want it," Bivol said in a press conference before the fight. "It's burning inside of me. I want to go, I want to change something." His words were filled with frustration, but they also carried the weight of a man who has spent months analyzing his mistakes, determined to correct them. For Bivol, this is more than just a fight. It's an opportunity to rewrite his career, to prove that he belongs at the top, and to show that he has learned from his first encounter with Beterbiev. Bivol's promoter, Eddie Hearn, has been vocal about his belief in Bivol's potential, especially after the first fight. Hearn has expressed unwavering confidence in Bivol's ability to seize the moment and deliver one of the best performances of his career. "I truly believe you're going to see one of the great performances from Dmitry Bivol this weekend," Hearn said. "I believe he should have been undisputed last time. But now that's done, that's over, and I expect another fight for the ages between two great champions. But for me, I truly believe Dmitry Bivol will be the undisputed champion this weekend." Hearn's confidence stems not only from Bivol's skills, but from his mindset. He believes that Bivol is more focused and prepared than ever before. Bivol's camp sees the rematch as a chance to erase the doubts of the first fight and to claim what he feels is rightfully his, the undisputed light heavyweight championship. "I see something different in this man's eye," Hearn remarked. "He's taken the defeat unbelievably well. No complaints, no excuses, just a deep desire to come back stronger." For Bivol, the rematch is an opportunity to prove that he is not just a great fighter, but a fighter who can adapt, learn from his mistakes, and rise to the occasion when the stakes are highest. He understands that the first fight was close, and while many fans and analysts believe that he did enough to win, he knows that in the eyes of the judges, Beterbiev's late-round surge may have been the deciding factor. This time, Bivol is determined to avoid that mistake and control the fight from start to finish. "I want to prove I can change my mistakes, change my game plan, and do everything better this time," Bivol said. "I want to be smarter, fight smarter, and be the better fighter this time around. This isn't just about revenge, it's about evolution." Bivol has studied the first fight meticulously, identifying exactly where he went wrong and how he can do things differently. He knows that to defeat Beterbiev, he will need to be more disciplined, more focused, and more calculated in his approach. Bivol's analysis of their first encounter is detailed and sharp. He recognized that while he dominated the early rounds, he slowed down in the later rounds, allowing Beterbiev to gain momentum and shift the tide of the fight. Bivol's camp believes that if he can maintain his energy and discipline throughout the full 12 rounds, he will be able to outbox Beterbiev and avoid the pitfalls that allowed the champion to mount his late-round charge. "I have to be disciplined for all 12 rounds, Bivol said. "I can't let him control the fight in the later rounds like last time. I need to fight smarter, be more patient, and take advantage of every opportunity." Beterbiev, on the other hand, remains unfazed by the hype surrounding Bivol's rematch preparations. The undefeated champion is well aware of the talk, but for him, it's business as usual. His record speaks for itself. Beterbiev has never lost a fight, and he has finished every opponent he has faced, many of them in brutal fashion. The pressure on Bivol to beat him has only grown, but Beterbiev's focus remains solely on defending his belts and maintaining his dominance in the division. "I want to defend my belts. Very simple," Beterbiev stated bluntly, showing that his approach to the rematch is grounded in his singular goal, winning. For Beterbiev, the narrative surrounding the fight doesn't matter. His mentality is clear. He is the champion, and his objective is to remain the champion, no matter the opponent or the stakes. Beterbiev doesn't need to engage in mind games or trash talk. His fists do the talking for him. Despite his calm demeanor, Beterbiev is a relentless fighter with a proven track record of overwhelming his opponents with pressure and power. He thrives in exchanges and is known for his ability to break opponents down over the course of the fight. While Bivol will need to be wary of Beterbiev's knockout power, he is prepared to take risks in the exchanges, understanding that sometimes stepping into the fire is necessary to win. Every time you're changing punches with Beterbiev, it's a risk, Bivol acknowledged. But I need to do it sometimes. I have to take the right risks. For Bivol, it's not about avoiding danger, but using it to his advantage. He plans to use Beterbiev's aggressive style against him, exploiting openings and countering when the champion overcommits. Bivol believes that if he can outbox Beterbiev and avoid being drawn into a brawl, he can secure a victory. Last time I made some mistakes, Bivol admitted. I let the fight slip away in the later rounds. This time, I won't make that mistake. I will be more disciplined, and I will control the fight. I'm ready for whatever Beterbiev brings. The first fight between these two was a war, and many believe the rematch will be just as thrilling. Bivol's skill and boxing IQ are undeniable, but Beterbiev's power and relentless pressure make him one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. However, Bivol has the tools to beat him if he can execute his game plan and maintain his discipline throughout the 12 rounds. Bivol's camp has been vocal about his chances, with respected trainer Robert Garcia offering his insight into the rematch. Garcia believes that Bivol can win if the fight plays out in a similar manner to their first encounter. If they have a rematch and it plays out the same way, I think Bivol will win this time, Garcia said. The judges will see things differently, and Bivol's superior boxing and movement will give him the edge. Bivol's camp isn't alone in their belief that he can dethrone Beterbiev. Other notable figures in boxing, such as David Benavidez, have voiced their support for the Russian champion. Benavidez believes that if Bivol can avoid making the same mistakes as last time, he has the ability to outbox Beterbiev and win the undisputed title. If it's the same exact fight as the first time, I see Bivol winning, Benavidez said. He just needs to avoid any controversy with the judges this time. While there are those who believe Bivol can win, there are also voices like Teofimo Lopez, who predict a repeat of the first fight, with Beterbiev emerging victorious once again. Lopez acknowledges Bivol's skills, but feels that Beterbiev's knockout power will ultimately prove too much. I think Beterbiev wins again, Lopez said, while also hoping that Bivol can perform better than in the first bout. Lopez's prediction reflects the challenge that lies ahead for Bivol. He must fight a near-perfect fight if he is to dethrone the undefeated champion. In the end, the rematch between Bivol and Beterbiev is about more than just the title. It's about legacy. Bivol has the skills to win, but to do so, he will have to remain focused and disciplined throughout the entire fight. He knows what he's up against in Beterbiev's power, but he is confident in his ability to outbox the champion and make the necessary adjustments to avoid the late-round struggles that cost him the first fight. Bivol has made it clear that he is not just looking to compete, he's coming to win. He knows that this fight is his chance to prove that he belongs at the top, to show the world that he can adapt, grow, and deliver under the brightest lights. The stakes are high and the pressure is immense, but Bivol is ready to face it head-on. For Beterbiev, the rematch is just another opportunity to defend his title and continue his reign as the undisputed light heavyweight champion. The boxing world is waiting, and all eyes will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on February 22nd, as these two warriors step into the ring to settle the score. The questions that remain are simple. Will Bivol's adjustments be enough to dethrone Beterbiev, or will the undefeated champion once again prove that his power and pressure are insurmountable? One thing is for sure, the rematch will be nothing short of spectacular.